Hi, in this video I'm going to take you through the process of creating lessons, lesson plans and exercises. So we're going to log into the system as normal. I'm going to select enter as teacher and I'm going to put in my username and password. Now I'm using a Bluetooth attached keyboard so that I don't have to have the keyboard pop up on the screen. If you're not going to do that, then I suggest you turn your tablet in portrait mode, or you can do this process on a laptop or a computer at home logged in. So we're going to go into Lesson Creator and I'm going to go to Asset and Media and I'm going to do plus. Now I've previously identified some files, links, etc. and I've downloaded them onto this device. It is important that any files and things that you want to use you download onto the device that you're running this process on, and then you select them from there to upload. Don't try and upload them directly from a Dropbox or a Google Drive folder. So we're going to go into Documents and I'm going to go into my Videos folder on my tablet and I'm going to select this video to upload. Now this particular video file is quite large, so it may take some time to upload that file. You'll see the progress as it goes in green. Now the asset is uploaded, we can see the name of the file is displayed, the asset type is set. So now we can go through the process of setting the subject, the topic. I've got long division listed as a topic under maths at the moment, so I can just select that. If however I didn't have long division listed, I could go into topics, I could pick maths and I could type in the new topic in there and add topic and then select it from the list. But we've already got this one listed and this is for year 6. So now I can put in a short description. I know this is a 13-minute video explaining long division. If I want to put more details in, I can put them in here. And I'm going to save the media asset. I get the message back success, so that media asset has now been stored and categorized with that information. So now I can go about adding any other things that I want to use for my exercises, and in this case in downloads I've got a PDF worksheet that I want to use. Because it's a PDF document, there are two possibilities in the way that I want to use this document. One is to present it as effectively as a piece of paper to be written on within the Penboard app, and the other is just to present it within the reader. I want this to be presented so the students can write on it, so I will pick Penboard. And I need to put in a short description again. So I'm going to call this worksheet 1 long division example questions. And save that. It's okay. And the next thing I want to upload again is this document, which I know I just want to present within the reader, and this is actually the answers for worksheet 1. And I'm going to save this. Now, I also want to have an exercise which links to an existing web page. And if I go to open up another tab and I go into favorites, bookmarks I should say, go to bookmarks and find the page that I'm interested in. This is a page which presents long division to me and I want the students to work through a number of sums on here. I'm going to select that and say select all and copy. And that is the URL or the link to that page. I can close that page down now go back into here and paste that link. Now this is actually, it's not a reference page or a video, it's more of a game or quiz, it's questions. That's not critical which one of those you pick, it just dictates which of those images will be presented to the user for the exercise. Again, it's set the asset type. Short description is long division web site page generates questions. You can put something more relevant in there, but that's what I'm going to put, and save that as an asset. So okay. So we've got these assets now within our system, and I want to utilize those within exercises. But the first thing I should do now is create the lesson and then the lesson plan or plans that I want to build the exercises and link with. So I'm going to go to lessons, and I'm going to create a lesson for year 6 maths, and the topic being long division. Now I could check first of all to see if I've got a lesson already set for this, but I know I haven't, and I'm going to call this lesson 1 of 5, long division. I'm going to say create. I get the message success again. If I get the word issue, I need to read the rest of it in more detail, because that means it won't have succeeded and I need to find out why. Now I want to select the lesson. There's various lessons here. The first thing to do though is just filter it down. I know it's for year 6, I know it's maths, and I know the topic is long division, and it's this lesson 1 of 5 long division that I want to use, so I'm going to select that, say OK. Now I need to go to lesson plans. I want to create a lesson plan, and then I want to link that to the lesson. So I'm going to create a lesson plan, and I'm going to call this lesson plan 1. I might call it primary lesson plan, I might call it lesson plan for group A or homework lesson plan. The documentation I provided will explain to you the concept of multiple lesson plans per lesson, and from that you'll determine what you should call the lesson plans. Now here you have an option to put in some notes relating to that lesson plan to be presented to the teacher, and notes for the lesson plan to be presented to the student. Neither of these two fields are actually used at the moment, but I do recommend that you put reasonable detail in there, because they will be presented later on. So I'm going to save this new lesson plan though, and say OK, and I'm going to go to select. So now I've created the lesson plan. We can see this lesson plan exists for year 6 maths long division, but it's currently not linked to the current lesson, which is shown at the top here. So the current selected lesson is maths long division, lesson 1 of 5, and we need to add lesson plan 1. So we've now linked the lesson plan 1 to that lesson, and now we're going to select lesson plan 1 so that we can work with it when we get to exercises. So now if we go into exercises, we will see that the selected lesson plan is indeed lesson plan 1. We can see various assets within the system, and we can now decide to create our exercises. So the first thing I want to do is use this video. So I'm going to add that asset to the exercise. I can see it's achieved that, it shows it down here. It's determined it's going to use the media player because it's a video. And now I can put in the notes that I want to present to the students. So I can just say this will be presented on the large screen by the teacher. We can, in addition, put exercise notes in for the teacher. we can put an estimated duration for this part of the exercise. Now I know the video takes approximately 13 minutes, so we're going to allow 20 minutes with discussion, etc. I'll create the exercise. I get the message success, so we've now created that exercise. And we can go on and create additional exercises. So the next thing that I want to do is add this document for Penboard. So I'm creating this exercise using that asset. And this I'm going to ask the students to now complete the examples. Make sure you show your workings. And I'm going to estimate that at 10 minutes and create that exercise. Next exercise I want to add, I'm going to add this, which I know is actually the answers. In this case, I'm going to let the students, once I unlock this exercise during the lesson, I'm going to allow the students to see the answers, compare them with the answers they achieved. So I'm going to say now review the answers and see if you can determine where you went wrong. And again, I'm going to allow 10 minutes on this and say create. And then the next exercise I want to create is to utilize the web link, which it presents within our reader part of our system. And this I'm going to say complete the online examples, hover over the tick to see if you have everything correct. I'm going to allow 10 minutes for this and create that exercise. So we've created the exercises, but now we need to link them to the lesson plan. So we're going to here, we can see our various exercises showing at the top. We need to link them to the lesson plan, and then we can move them up or down to order them depending on how we want them to appear. So I've added the video one, Penboard one, PDF reader, that's the answer sheet, and now the website link. They're actually in the correct order, so I don't need to reorder them, but if I wanted to, if I wanted the website link at the front, I would select it and just move it up until it became the very first exercise. I actually want it as the last one, so I'll move it back down. Everything is being saved as we do it, so there's no need to do save. When we're happy that we've got that lesson, or we think we're happy, we can now go to lesson. We can select that lesson. And we can review it as the teacher and make sure that we're happy with it. So for example, when I press this, I expect to see the option to load the video. Be able to play the video. It plays my maths video. Use that button to return to the lesson again. I can move on to the next exercise. Check that. Load the page. Zoom in. I can use this on the yellow space on the right hand side, scroll up and down. And the students can obviously then write on here. Go back and go on to the next exercise. Go in there. I can then present this to the students, they can see their answers. Go back, go to the next exercise, select this, make sure it takes me to the website correctly. Go back to my lesson. So I've checked that my exercise work and they work in the right order. To exit this cleanly.